Hi, in this video I'll read to you an email I sent to myself. It's called Make a Video, Daniel. Old man, what do you do with your time? Daniel says, hello young man. Like a samurai that I read about that visited his mother once a week, I do the same, but on a daily basis. I peel an orange, I peel an apple for her, and I take it to her. I sit with her for a while. Now that's just on the other side of this wall here. I talk with my son and remind him that he is a champion and therefore needs to do something worthy with his time. If he wants to play video games, then he must hide himself like a ninja, since I don't approve of wasting his time. Only today did I tell him to hide from me because I hate playing hide and seek at a store. So I never liked that game, hide and seek, or playing tag either, because then they could collide and cause a nosebleed. Yeah, I was at the park and two boys crashed and one of them got a nosebleed. It was not nice. It stopped bleeding after a few moments, so not too bad. Okay, with my time, I hug my dog, I play with the kittens, I watch videos on YouTube about carpentry and portable homeless shelters. I take my son to the park and keep away from everybody so nobody will bother me. You see, how do people bother me? Well, smokers, parents at the playground that are smoking, and sometimes one of them is playing at the monkey bars and or on the slide, and he's actually climbing on the outside of the slide. So when the kid falls down and breaks his arm, I don't want to be anywhere near it. I don't want any kid to get hurt. However, I have in my past gone up to parents and say, excuse me, be careful with your son's climbing on the outside. Oh, he'll be all right. And so they give me that attitude. So I come from a child care background, and even without it, now, the child care training did help me out a lot. It always said supervise the children and don't let them do anything that you can get sued for. So playing on the outside like that, that's just wrong. Okay. I play with the kittens. I avoid crowds because I don't like seeing mini skirts on beautiful girls or the underwear on males. Plus, I don't like the smokers. I dream about my future in Honduras in the rural countryside, but close to the beach that has shade. That's what I love about the beach over there. You go over there, there is shade. And so many trees and coconut water. And long ago, the black people, when I was 7 years old, or 6, they used to walk around, the ladies selling coconut bread. All right. What else do I do with my time? I make videos so that others can learn from my mistakes and others can live out my peaceful dreams. I listen to great books from LibriVox. I think about God. I tell him thanks for his bed and fan. Everything belongs to God. And this pillow back here and even my body, it belongs to God. I pray for wisdom so that I may do his will here on earth. I take care of myself every day. I brush my teeth. I've done that twice already today. Alright, so that's what I do, young man, with my time. What about money skills, Daniel? Well, I do have some money, and I think I know what I'll do with it. I think I will buy the lawnmower repair course because you should see our grass out front. I'll probably go videotape it. It looks like a mohawk because it started working and then it stopped. And that's the first time we use it this year. And we bought 2 machines from Sears. 7 years ago we bought the first one, and then $160, $170 or something. A gas one, and then when it stopped working for the following year, so we went to Sears, we took it, and it's insured, and they said, oh, that part is not insured, and it costs $150 to fix it. So I brought it back. I donated to a gentleman that he was one of those people that drives a pickup truck and picks up metal and things like that. And I hope he got it running, or I don't know. And then we bought a new one, or the spouse bought a new one. And what happened next was, well, the new one is the one that's not working right there. So we got to figure out what to do. It's June 2013, and this is something that happens to everybody that owns grass in Florida, or has to cut their own grass. I remember when I first rented a house over here, I told the landlord, sir, he said, yeah, go ahead, Daniel. The grass is growing. He said, yeah. Well, what do I do about it? Are you going to come over and cut it? Because, I live in an apartment. And he said, no, usually that whoever rents the house has to cut it. Oh, okay. These are things that, some of these things like balancing a checking account, until you get to be a grown-up and you have a checking account, well, I only spent 2 things. How come my checkbook doesn't balance? I only bought 2 things. So I never did learn how to balance a checkbook, because they do it from such a date to such a date. And the only way I could balance it was I deposit everything minus $100, let's say. And then with the $100 cash, I would know what I spent it on, because otherwise the mortgage and the maintenance and the light bill and there was no water bill back then. All right, so all of those. You got to learn to do these things, and these things take living. When you start living or having bills, that's when you start learning how to do these extra activities. Balancing a checkbook. I have never learned to balance a checkbook. However, all right, young man, what do you do with your time? Or young lady, if you're watching, what do you do with your time? Enjoy your life. Be better than I am. All right, where's that button? Enjoy.